John Garlick reports in from D.C. on a 42-year-old protest and China listening stations in Cuba. Dr. Michael Jennings with Clinical Urology Associates joins Courtney Lynham to talk bladder health. And Chandler Tyree gives the complete rundown of sports over the weekend, including one young man being named Mr. Baseball in Alabama. These stories plus weather coming up.
It's now time for the TV 24 News, presented to you by Team One Chevrolet of Gadsden.
Good evening, and thank you for tuning in to the TV 24 News presented by Team One Chevrolet of Gadsden. I'm Shasta Jones.
And I'm Courtney Lynham. Here's the news for June 12th, 2023. There are many protests and rallies in our nation's capital, as John Garlick reports on a protest that has been going on since 1981. Here's John with more.
Good morning. On June 3rd, 1981, William Thomas set up the world's longest-running anti-war, anti-nuclear war protest. That's been running continuously since June 3rd, 1981, now in its 42nd year, set up at the north side of the White House in Lafayette Square. 42 years of protest. You can see that now. It's almost a landmark in Washington, D.C. Interrupted only briefly a number of years ago, I think 2013, but was set back up the same day. Seems like security personnel are just waiting for somebody to leave that site so they can tear it down. But that's just not happening. For the Community Television Network in Washington, D.C., I'm John Garlick.
We'll have more from John in D.C. coming up in a few minutes.
The 2023 legislative session has come to a close in Montgomery. Of the many bills passed, the state tax cut on groceries is being touted as the largest accomplishment for the year. The conclusion to what has been a decades-long fight to reduce or eliminate state sales tax on food, the Alabama legislature passed a bill June 1st that would gradually reduce state tax on groceries from 4% to 2% in what would amount to a $300 million annual tax cut when fully implemented. The tax cut bill was sponsored by Senator Andrew Jones, Republican Center. The tax cut will be implemented in two phases. The state tax on groceries will first be reduced from 4% to 3% on September 1st, 2023, and then to 2% in September 2024. Granted revenues for the state's Education Trust Fund grow by at least 3.5%. If ETF revenues fail to grow by 3.5% in 2024, the final tax cut phase could happen in a subsequent year when ETF revenues meet the 3.5% growth threshold. Perhaps the second most frequently named top accomplishment of the session was state income tax cut on overtime, sponsored by Representative Anthony Daniels, Democrat of Huntsville. The bill garnered bipartisan support, much like the grocery tax cut bill.
Representative Mike Rogers, Republican of Alabama, chairman of the House Armed Service Committee, released the following statement on a Wall Street Journal report which found that China and Cuba have reached a secret agreement for China to establish an electronic eavesdropping facility on the island. China has flown surveillance over the United States. They have sent spies to U.S. bases. They are shipping deadly fentanyl components to cartels in Mexico who bring it across the border into American communities. They're building a port in the Bahamas and are now building a base in Cuba, just miles from the U.S. military assets in Key West. The Biden administration must take note that China's military operations are not limited to the Indo-Pacific. China's military is at our doorsteps in North America and throughout South America, and we cannot afford to ignore or overlook the threat. We must use every tool available to counter and deter China's aggression. With more on this story, here's John Garlick.
Hello, I'm John Garlick, and I'm still in Washington, D.C. You know, the Wall Street Journal published a report today that China is going to be installing a listening post in Cuba. That's just 90 miles off the coast of Florida, off of our borders. This is a very interesting threat. Congressman Mike Rogers, who is chairman of the Armed Services Committee, has said we cannot ignore this threat and we must use every tool available to counter China's aggression. In Washington, D.C., for the Community Television Network, I'm John Garlick.
Hi.
Hey.
So it was a beautiful weekend.
It sure was, but this week it's not going to be as pretty unless you like the rain.
I kind of do, though.
I do too. I love rain. Let's be real.
My plants love the rain.
Well, we've got a little chance of it every day this week. Some days more than others, but yeah.
And then next up, we're going to have someone special with you come back, Courtney.
Yes,
Is that
yes, Dr. Michael Jennings. Yeah, I'm really excited to learn more about the really cool things that they're doing there at Clinical Urology.
Absolutely.
Well, stay tuned out there for Dr. Michael Jennings coming up after the break. You're watching the TV 24 News presented by Team 1 Chevrolet of Gadsden.
The Coosa Valley, on the banks of the Coosa River in Gadsden, Alabama. Fishing, boating, and paddling, and home to Team 1 Chevrolet. Team 1 Chevy has been serving generations for years. Even the grandkids are grown. Come by and see why so many people come back to Team 1 Chevy in Gadsden.
Home of the best people, the best service, period.
I am a dreamer who will make a difference in this world.
I'm flying to a future of great promise and change.
I am a mentor committed to helping my students transform their lives.
I'm a hard worker striving to build a better Alabama.
I am a go-getter with ambition and drive.
I am a Gadsden State Cardinal.
Watch me.
Watch me.
Watch me fly.
At Dunn's HVAC Plumbing and Electrical, we know how hard it is to find a dependable company you can trust. The time-consuming effort can be frustrating and overwhelming. We believe what matters is getting back to what's important to you. Dunn's HVAC Plumbing and Electrical is built upon honesty, integrity, and also trust. We are your local choice for all your HVAC plumbing and electrical needs, serving Calhoun, Jefferson, Shelby, and surrounding areas. Visit our website at callduns.com to schedule your appointment for dependable service done right.
Welcome back to the TV 24 News. We are pleased to welcome Dr. Michael Jennings to the studio. Dr. Jennings is with Clinical Urology Associates and was recently recognized as a Center of Excellence for Axonics Therapy, a treatment for overactive bladder. Dr. Jennings is an expert in robotic surgery, including surgical implantation of the up-and-coming bladder pacemaker device. Dr. Jennings, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. So I've been very much looking forward to learning more about this because, yeah, I mean, a bladder, it's very important.
You know, as urologists, we have the ability to treat a lot of ailments and see patients for a variety of things. This is actually probably one of my favorite surgeries to perform because it takes a problem that it can really be, interrupting to one's life. It takes somebody who's scared to go outside the house, scared to, always having to know how close the bathroom is, and it can really kind of give them their time back, give them their life back. So it's a good procedure.
Absolutely. So who could benefit from this procedure?
So there's different types of incontinence or leaking urine. This tends to be one of the most common, which is overactive bladder. You've probably seen many commercials on TV for different types of medication. What I like about the procedure is it's minimally invasive. You get to try the procedure before you have the full implant, and that trial can be done in the office. The patient wears the device on the outside for about 5 to 7 days, and if it helps them, then we're able to do the full implantation, which is still only about a 20 or 30 minute procedure in the hospital for outpatient surgery. is about 85 to 90% effective for urinary incontinence. It's probably even more effective for fecal incontinence or bowel accidents. It can also be used for people that have trouble urinating. So what it does is it really just regulates the nerve that controls the bladder. The good thing about it is that it's performed in the low back, so in no way is it around the genital areas or anything like that. It's very comfortable and easy for the patient.
Okay. Yeah, it would be great to not have to rely on medications because there are so many things that can... Absolutely.
That is one thing we're seeing coming out of COVID is that people are turning their attention back towards traditional medical problems. And a lot of overactive bladder is treated with medications traditionally. Recently, we found that a lot of these medications, especially the older ones, can cause dementia-like symptoms in people, approaching their 60s. And so this is a nice way to get people off these medications. And it's, is a way, honestly, in the long run, it's cheaper for the patient because a lot of these medications you're on for the rest of your life, and this is an ability to have a quick procedure to correct the ailment.
Yeah, so it's an outpatient procedure. How often does it last? How long does it last, or how often do you have to? Yeah, so
typically the battery lasts anywhere from about 12 to 17 years. If for some reason you had to have a replacement or a new battery, it's an even simpler procedure that can be done, under just minimal sedation. It takes about 5 minutes. So.
Wonderful. How do you charge it? So it's a battery?
Yeah, so there's one you can recharge that you charge once a month, or now actually they're every 6 months. That lasts typically towards the longer end of the range, closer to 17, 18 years. The one you don't have to charge, actually you don't have to do anything, lasts about 10 to 12 years. So to charge it, it's just a little Bluetooth device, just like headphones or anything like that. You just connect to wear a little belt on your low back.
Wow. So are there any age ranges or qualifications or?
Typically, there's no age ranges. We've done patients that as young as in their 20s. Typically, you do have to at least try and fail a medication or have side effects from a medication, but it's almost always covered by insurance once you meet that criteria.
That's great. So how would somebody get in touch with you if they are interested in learning more or possibly even doing the
we actually have, there's online surveys you can take. There's our office number for Clinical Urology Associates. We have offices throughout North Alabama, Pell City. We have a new office opening later in the year in Jacksonville. We have a main office in Gadsden and then also in Guntersville.
Okay, so here's the information. So if you're interested to schedule a consultation, call 256-492-4040. They would be glad to schedule a consultation and see if this new device is beneficial to you, which it sounds like it could be to a lot of people.
It's a great surgery.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here with us today, and we look forward to a follow-up interview and keeping posted on all the things that you guys are doing there at Clinical Urology.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you having me.
Yes, thank you so much. So stay tuned. Weather with Lacey Clance is coming up, and you're watching the TV24 News presented by Team One Chevrolet of Gadsden.
Hello everyone, Tony Russell, General Manager of Sonny King Ford. And boy, do we have unbelievable markdown on used cars that you do not want to miss. It's time to make the best deal on a used car. Shop our wide selection of used trucks and premium pre-owned models. Don't wait another day. Come by and see me, Tony Russell, and let's make a custom deal for you. Find great savings on pre-owned used cars at Sonny King Ford on the sunny side of the street, Anniston, Oxford.
The weather is warming up and spring is just around the corner at Miller Sand and Landscape Supply. I'm Craig Miller and we've got something for everyone. From bulk materials like sand, gravel, and mulch to beautiful outdoor decor to make your outdoor living space the envy of the neighborhood. See our beautiful selection of Mazzarelli fountains, flowers to brighten your garden, and an outdoor center loaded with beautiful decor. Whether you need a little or a lot, visit Miller Sand and Landscape Supply.
So y'all been talking for 6 months now?
Yes, this is my soulmate. I'm so excited.
Well, we're about to go find out.
Why are we at a cemetery?
Well, it seems like you've been drug fished. You've been talking to fentanyl this whole time. I'm so sorry.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brux Night Guard. Now the Brux Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to bruxnightguard.com and order yours today.
That's pretty awesome. I love cutting edge technology.
I know, and it's so great that there's other possibilities than just medication.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we really appreciate Dr. Jennings being here with us today.
Well, we're going to take a look at the weather next, so throw it over to Lacey for you.
Thanks, ladies. For today's Forecast Extra, a trampoline became tangled in power lines in New Iberia, Louisiana on June 8th as storms hit several parts of the state. Footage by local resident Sally Diavy shows the trampoline being blown around by strong winds. Recorded wind gusts reached 38 miles per hour on the day of the storm. Fortunately, there were no injuries. Now, coming up this week in Oxford, there will be a chance of rain every day this week. Now tonight we can expect some clouds with a very slight chance of rain, and it'll get down to about 62 degrees. And then tomorrow it is only getting up to 78 degrees. There's going to be considerable cloudiness with about a 57% chance of showers. And now if we take a look at the rest of the week, Wednesday it's going to be a 90% chance of rain, so you will definitely need your umbrella that day. Thursday only about a 39% chance, and Friday we're going to clear up just a little bit, and then Saturday and Sunday back to the 58%, and then it's going to range from the low all the way to the high 80s. So ladies, get your hairspray and your umbrellas. You're going to need them. I'm Lacey Klontz with your TV24 weather report. We'll be right back.
The Coosa Valley, on the banks of the Coosa River in Gadsden, Alabama. Fishing, boating, and paddling, and home to Team One Chevrolet. Team One Chevy has been serving generations for years. Even the grandkids are grown. Come by and see why so many people come back to Team One Chevy in Gadsden.
Home of the best people, the best service, period.
There's a special place where overtime gives way to family time, where fast pace becomes a little slower lifestyle. At Campers Unlimited, we can help get you there, where your lake house, beach house, or tailgate headquarters can have the same address. We carry the top brands in America like Grand Design and Forest River. With a large selection, we're sure to have a floor plan that fits your needs. So when you're ready to disconnect in order to reconnect, take the easy drive to Campers Unlimited on Interstate 59 in Gadsden, or shop us online at campersunlimited.net.
Hello, I'm Kyla Whitmore with the Whitmore Mortgage Group, powered by Success Mortgage Partners. I am located on Highway 78 East in Oxford. We are a full-service mortgage lending branch specializing in single-family residence, condos, townhomes, up to a 4-unit property. We even do barn dominiums. We are Success Mortgage Partners, where success is what we are about, mortgages are what we do, and partners are how we treat everyone.
Welcome back.
Yes, welcome back. Maybe we have some chance of rain this week, huh?
It could be good though for car wash.
Yeah, there you go. That too.
I tell you what, we've had a lot going on in sports.
Yes.
Seems like a lot coming up. So let's go check in with Chandler and see what he's got coming up.
Hi, I'm Chandler Tyree. Welcome to TV24 Sports. I'm here at Choccolocco Park, getting ready to view the action of tonight's FCA Home Run Derby. There will be 2 local participants from each local school that are participating in this. You can come out and support them. It is by donation only. When you come out and support, you are supporting FCA and my good buddy Justin Cottle. So come on out to Choccolocco Park to support the Home Run Derby for FCA and our local student athletes. Staying with high school baseball news, Oxford's own Hayes Harrison is Mr. Baseball. Hayes, this is just one of the latest awards that Hayes has been able to accomplish this year. He also was named PBR Week 5 Top Performer. He was named the Defensive MVP of the Calhoun County Tournament. He was the 6A State Finals MVP, the Calhoun County Player of the Year, Academy Sports Player of the Game for Game 1 of the State Finals, the 6A State Champion, the TV24 Oxford Dental Athlete of the Week, Alabama Gatorade Player of the Year, Alabama All-State First Team as a pitcher, 6A Pitcher of the Year, 6A Player of the Year, 2023 Super All-State Team, and like we just said, he was 2023 Alabama Sports Writers Association Mr. Baseball. His 2023 season stats are he pitched 71 innings for OHS. He had a 13-0 record with a 1.282 ERA. He had a 71% strike ratio, 82 strikeouts on the year, only 11 base on balls, and a 1.175 opponent batting average. He averaged 8.08 strikeouts per 7 innings in the AHSA state playoffs. Hitting, he hit .382 on the year with an on-base percentage of .497, 38 RBIs. Hayes Harrison, the Mr. Baseball selection for 2023, is committed to play baseball at Northwest Shoals Community College. Alabama's baseball season comes to an end at the Winston-Salem Super Regional. They were defeated 22-5 yesterday by the Demon Deacons from Wake Forest, the number one team, the number one seed in the country, as Wake Forest will advance to the College World Series in Omaha, Nebraska. Alabama, though, even after experiencing a lot of adversity throughout their season, they were able to go 43-21 overall. They were able to finish with a winning record in the SEC of 16-14. They won the regional that they hosted, and then they had a berth in the Super Regional. So just an outstanding job by the Alabama Crimson Tide baseball players and their coaching staff to regroup and to finish the year strong. They have a great pitching staff that will be coming back next year. They have a lot of young talent, and so we look for the Crimson Tide to continue to build on the success that they were able to accomplish this baseball season. In sad news, ESPN producer, director Kyle Brown passed away this past weekend. You can look here and look at the at what ESPN put out about the passing of Kyle Brown. It says, on Saturday morning, beloved ESPN director Kyle Brown suffered a medical emergency and tragically passed away at the NCAA Baseball Super Regional in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. He was a 16-year ESPN employee. Kyle was deeply admired member of our production team and highly accomplished, having captured 2 Sports Emmys Awards while working a multitude of sports from baseball to basketball to Monday Night Football and college football. A former Ohio State pitcher, Kyle cherished the opportunity to have a career in sports. His ESPN family wishes to extend our deepest condolences and full support to Kyle's loved ones, including his wife Megan, their 4 children Michaela, Carson, Camden, and Madden, and their beloved dog Rookie. From all of us here at TV24 and TV24 Sports, we also want to extend our condolences to Kyle Brown's family. Our thoughts and prayer with you during these trying times. In NASCAR news, Martin Truex Jr. dominates at Sonoma, and we have the highlights right here.
Okay, give me about 2 or 3 more good clean corners here.
Our top 10 is going to be half Chevrolets, 3 Fords, and 2 Toyotas. But the one at the front is Martin Truex, looking for his 33rd career victory. Through turn 12, and Martin masters Sonoma. Martin Truex, for Joe Gibbs Racing and Toyota, gets his 2nd win of the season.
Oh yeah, brother. Oh yeah. I told you I was lining up. I felt bad for him.
No, he just went right by him, Jamie.
gonna get a,
I want to turn around. I'm coming back.
Congratulations to Martin Truex Jr. and his team on that win at Sonoma. Eli Gold, the voice of the Crimson Tide, has announced that he is cancer-free. A lot of thoughts and prayers have went into that, and we just want to say congratulations on this accomplishment. Congratulations on getting past this moment in your life. We can't wait to see you back in the booth calling the Crimson Tide. Here is a video of Eli Gold ringing the bell, signaling that he had his last cancer treatment. Congratulations to Eli Gold, and congratulations to his family. Like I said, we cannot wait to see you back in the booth for the Crimson Tide. The Atlanta Braves are hot right now. Even after losing yesterday, they have won 7 of their last 8. They find themselves in first place all alone in the NL East and are tied for the best record in the whole National League. Go and vote for your Braves for the All-Star game. Also, we've been talking about this a lot. Go and sign up for the KJ Britt football camp. It happens right here in Oxford, Alabama. You can go to kjbritt.eventbrite.com to register. That will be this Saturday, June the 17th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. That does it for sports today. I'm Chandler Tyree. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks, Chandler.
Awesome.
You can definitely tell whose teams are whose in the studio when we're showing those clips. Lacey's all excited about the Braves.
Go Braves.
Eric, our producer, is in there yelling "Roll Tide." So that is great news, though, for sure. So
with some stuff that Chandler said, for those of you out there, and especially Courtney with the lead foot over here, don't forget, I believe it's this Saturday coming up at Talladega. If you want to drive around the track, that's coming up on this Saturday on the 17th, along with the KJ Britt camp. And there's something, I think, didn't you have something this Saturday?
Probably. There's always something going on. I stay so busy. There's always something fun. Oh, the Barbarian Challenge, which I am not competing in, but there is still time if you want to be a participant in the Barbarian Challenge. It's at Noccalula Falls in Gadsden. It's a really fun event. I might be there rooting people on, but I don't think I'm barbarian enough for the challenge.
Lacey?
My goodness, I'm sorry, that was funny.
Hey, it's tough. It's a big obstacle course. I mean, it's miles of.
Gosh, I wouldn't be able to do it.
Good luck to all.
I think we need to take a TV24 field trip to the Talladega Speedway and all drive around the track.
That could be fun.
Absolutely. We might could borrow a car from Team 1 Chevrolet of Gadsden. Kevin, what do you think?
Well, we want to thank you all for joining us tonight here at TV24, and we are signing off from Oxford, Alabama. Have a wonderful night.
For over 60 years, pain relief products were developed by big pharma and companies that could cause harmful side effects. Now there is something new in a topical pain relief product. Thousands of people who experience pain daily are now enjoying a safe pain relief product. This big discovery is Sweet Relief. Sweet Relief is a 100% all-natural OTC product that allows you to experience with no drugs, no chemicals, no alcohols, no CBDs, just fruit moisturizing with a tropical scent. Thousands have bought and used Sweet Relief with great success. Sweet Relief specializes in relieving minor arthritis, muscle and joint pain in 1 to 2 minutes. That's 1 to 2 minutes, not days or weeks. Order today. Go to www.mysweetrelief.com. That is mysweetrelief.com.